I have never believed in ghosts, curses, or urban legends. As a journalist, my job is to find the truth behind myths. That's why, when I first heard about Abigail Black in a small town in Alabama, I thought it was just another exaggerated story. But something about this legend felt different. People refused to talk about her. Those who did spoke in whispers, their eyes darting around nervously, as if fearing she might hear them. If you see her once, she will never let you go. I laughed it off. It was just another local superstition, right? I should have listened. One night, while sitting at a dimly lit bar in town, an old man slipped a crumpled piece of paper onto my table. "You're looking for her, aren't you?" he asked, his voice trembling. I unfolded the paper. It was a hand-drawn map leading to the woods outside town. "Go there at midnight," he said. "If she wants you to find her, the path will show itself." Before I could ask him anything else, he walked away. At first, I thought it was some kind of joke. But that night, out of pure curiosity, I followed the map. And then, through the thick fog, I saw it. An old wooden house. It was impossible. No maps or records mentioned a house in these woods. Yet, there it stood. Ancient, broken, yet strangely alive. Light flickered from inside, as if candles were burning. As I stepped closer, the wooden door creaked open on its own. A chill ran down my spine, but I forced myself inside. The air was cold. The scent of burnt wood and rusted metal filled the room. The floor was covered in dust, yet it felt as if someone had been living there. In the corner, an old rocking chair moved back and forth. But no one was sitting in it. Then I felt it. A breath. Soft and cold, against my neck. Something was standing behind me. My body tensed. Slowly, I turned around. Nothing. But then, in the dusty old mirror in front of me, I saw it. A woman. She stood in the reflection. Tall, with long black hair covering most of her face, dressed in a tattered white gown. Her body was barely visible, like a shadow clinging to the darkness. Abigail Black. She stared at me through the mirror, though she wasn't actually standing there. And then, she smiled. A horrible, unnatural grin. The mirror shattered. I don't remember how I got out, but I ran. As I reached the edge of the woods, I dared to glance back. The house was gone. I gasped for breath, trying to convince myself it was just my mind playing tricks. But then, in the reflection of my car's window, she was standing there, watching me, smiling. That night, back in my hotel room, I tried to shake off the feeling of being watched, but then I noticed something. On my wrist, there were black marks, like the imprint of fingers. I rubbed at them, but they wouldn't fade. Then, in the bathroom mirror, I saw something strange. My reflection was moving on its own. Slowly, it smiled at me. I turned on the lights in panic, and everything went back to normal. Maybe I was imagining things. But then I noticed something on the floor, the same crumpled map the old man had given me. Only this time, there was a new message written on it. "You have seen me. Now you are mine." The next morning I left Alabama, but no matter where I go, I feel it, a presence just behind me, in mirrors, in windows, in dark corners. Sometimes I catch my reflection shifting when I haven't moved, and sometimes, when everything is silent, I hear a whisper, "Now, you take my place." And then, my reflection smiles back.